Hello, hello, and welcome to Space Engineers on Post. On Post, there we go. There it is. Hello and welcome to Space Engineers. I'm Duke Skyloafer. We are back on the Earth-like planet at Outpost 52, and we've been building this spaceship to the moon. And today we are going to work on the front portion of the ship, which is detachable, and there will be a miner. It will be a mining ship. Now, I did say that if I didn't get a chance to work on the other side, we would not do that, but guess what? I worked on the other side. So it is a full box. It is a full box now. It's ready for space. The back is good to go. I even corrected an issue that I found where it was the top and bottom didn't quite match on the back, so it's looking good. It's looking good. One thing that I do want to do real quick is, so I stuck some landing gear, or at least some mag plates on the bottom, but this thing is going to kind of hit the ground, you know, because the, I don't have landing gear sticking out, and I didn't really want necessarily to have landing gear sticking out. I may eventually do that if I need to land on a, like an actual platform where the, you know, thrusters might burn it, but I want to keep, you know, again, for the thrust, the atmospheric mod, I want to keep it as sleek as possible, so. But I think John last time recommended putting some blast door blocks on the bottom to help protect, like, the batteries and stuff, so I am going to do that real quick, so. And I'm also going to say welcome to Rumblestrip, who has been here for the past few minutes, talking to himself as usual. Oh, what did I do here? And hopefully we'll get some more people for you to talk to soon. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to take out, because these are half blocks, I'm going to take out the half blocks that are along the edge here and put the blast doors along this, and that'll hopefully give it just a little bit of, unless I land on a spire, you know, then, like something that hits the battery directly, then the blast doors will protect it still. Even though they'll be basically the same. Do I not have blast doors in here? I guess not. Let's put them... Let's put them like here. So let's get rid of... I'm just going to do a big long... I know it's going to add a lot of weight, but I'm just going to do like... Maybe... Like along like the 2 frontmost and 2 rearmost batteries. Do like a row and a row. Yeah, and then skip... Oh wait. Well, I was gonna skip the middle battery, but... I'll just put those back. Hopefully nothing falls out here. Oh. Alright, take one away, or was I missing one? Is that a... Oh, I guess when I put that one in, I put it like way high up. This will only work actually if there's something for these to attach to. On the back side. So you have to be careful of that. So this is what I want to do, is do like a skid there and a skid there. There should be something, I think. Oh, if not, I could probably put a... I could put some regular blocks above it. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see. Alright, so why don't I start doing... Okay, so here we're already good. Apparently I didn't fill it in on the other side, so let's fill this side in. And then we can refill in this next to this one battery here. Now I do wonder, did I leave... Did I do this side? I guess I did, yeah. Even underneath there. It's going to be a little bit lopsided, I guess. Okay, maybe I will, just to make this even, take these 3 out, put blocks behind it, and then put them right back in. That's a problem with, like, completely covering one side and then going back and doing the other side, not remembering how many layers of things you did. Alright, so for my blocks, we're gonna go... Let's see, the middle one is faced, yeah, like that. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. Did I do that the right way on the front, or did I do these front ones backwards? No, I did them the right way. Yeah, that looks good. Looks good. I can count with without taking my shoes off, but I prefer to take my shoes off nonetheless when I count. Okay, so that'll be that. I think. Hopefully that'll protect some batteries. Potentially. I could have put them down one further so that they had like a full block sticking out, but either way, it's fine. I honestly think that we didn't need them, but it looks cool. It looks cool. Okay, so let's think about the miner on the front. Now the good news is, I think we could have technically, because of the way I did this, we could technically have the miner be completely flush on the back as well. It doesn't have to be this connector. And we could have blocks, similar blocks going right up to this one if we wanted to. I think I might do that because it'll look cooler. So where is this guy? Alright, so yeah, we'll do that. And that gives us room. We could build straight out from this if we wanted to. So one of the things we wanted to do was it's probably still in here. A big ol' hydrogen tank, because this is going to be a hydrogen miner. So it's going to need a hydrogen tank and a lot of cargo. And this is a lot of hydrogen, but that's okay. Just one additional tank for everything to use, so we'll do that. Actually, I'm going to have this thing stop, just so that I don't build this up too much while I think through this. So if we did that, and we put, I think this is going to be too big to do. So I think we're going to end up with just a handful of these. And since it's all stone, I don't really care if it's... We want it to be... We want it to be able to function... Let's see, we could... I mean, we could make it like a very, very thin miner so that it could, like, tunnel with itself, but I don't really think it needs to. You know, it could just be like cargo, you know, cargo, 2 cargos on each side or more. Throw some stuff in the middle. Cockpit could sit kind of further back here, and then we could just put some drills on the front. So, and gyros and all that stuff, and then we'll figure out where the thrusters are going to go. We could do very similar to how we did this. We could do like a thruster, like a 6-way thruster pack on the side. You know, we're going to want a lot of braking forward and backward thrust, because it might be heavy, but it's going to be in space, so it won't be that big of a deal. So let me just think about this. That should work. That should work. So if we did that, I don't want to put like a big thruster right here because I'm afraid that that's going to burn the ship. Like if we did one of these right here, fairly certain that will damage the ship. So I don't want to do that. We could put smaller thrusters on the back here. Like we could put an adapter and then put some smaller thrusters there. And then do some thrusters on the side for... Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's how it's going to go. We'll do like an adapter and then some thrust on the back. So how far would that be? That'd be like 1. And if we did a row of 3, yeah, so that would be like, that's the adapter. Then if I wanted splitters, see that would put my thrusters like right here, which would definitely be a burning. So like if my adapter is here and then I have some conveyors, then my thruster is here. My thrusters are there, which is almost certainly going to be a problem. So I have to rethink that. What we could do is still use the side of this for some, to build some thrusters out. I also need to do some ejectors as well. So well, what we could do is go in the middle. There's something weird about designing a miner when you're not actually in space. But here's what I'm thinking. I think we go like this. Hopefully I faced this cargo the right way. So we could do that, and now I've got plenty of space for the cargo here. Yeah, I think that'll work. We could do either another cargo here that would push it back 1, or I could go forward with it and then put the drills on the front of it. That would be some really spread out drills. Oh, hey, hold on, give me 1 second. Someone's texting me and I should... It's an important text, hang on. Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, John. Alright, so if I did this, that gives me like a nice flatter front I could work with. I think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to go like this. Then I've got a little bit more space for a thruster pack on the back, and I don't have to worry about messing... I don't think I have to worry about burning the ship. And I could also go forward. We could have a ton of cargo here. We could go forward with it. Like this. What cockpit did we say we were going to use? This is kind of important. Did we decide? I don't remember if we decided. So if we do this one, we could connect it pretty easily with an adapter. We could attach the drills off the front of the cockpit too, because it's got the thing in the front. So that would work. This one... we'd have to put an extra spacer in between because the things are low, or we would have to put it up one. I think we were thinking this one because we would be able to like sink it in. Well, actually that's true. If it was poking out like this, because that's already up one. So maybe we do it like this. And then we could build some drills off the front of it. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. Which group has the adapter in it? There it is. No, that's the sorter. Junction sorter, junction sorter. Okay. Is it called an adapter or is it called a converter? It's probably in... There it is. What group is it in? Not in that group. Is it in you? No. No. Is it in you? There it is. Okay. Alright, so we'll do that there. I think we're going to end up with one here. And one here for thrusters and such. One here. And one here. And we could potentially build our ejection off the bottom of this, like down and back. I think that'll work well. Yeah, that'll work well, I think. 5 cargo containers ought to be good for space. Then we'll throw this. Let me weld this up and make sure I've got all the things facing the right way here. Let's see, little thrusters we could do... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, would it make sense to do big thrusters on the back if they're going to be that far? No, even if they were one in, that would still burn a big hole in the ship. Now, if I had taken off that cargo there and put the thruster here, we could do it. Then we could do it. Then what would we do? We'd put... We would put... we wouldn't do that. We could move this cargo forward to here. I don't know. We're going to be in space. I don't really think I need too much thrust. That's the thing. I think downward, once again, downward thrust is going to be important once we're in a gravity situation. But I think before that, we'll be okay. So we could do... Yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm going to use... We could also have the... Let's see, I need a sorter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking we're going to do... Maybe use these two. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, we'll have 12 on the back coming off of these. We could do more off the side. And yeah, exactly. More off the sides here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so if we put our cockpit on the front like this. I mean, we could do like a... We could have a big downward thruster like this. That would definitely help. How far down would that stick if I was to seriously consider that? That would only stick out 1 block further than the bottom of the... I think I'm going to do that. And we'll just have that turned off. Yeah, because we'll throw some armor on here. I want to armor around this. So... Let's see. Do I want to do just one set of drills, or do I want to do like stacked drills? I'm thinking... Oh, this is actually nice that I've got this one right in the front there, too. These two are center line. This one is lower. Okay, so... if we did... Hear me out here. I'm thinking if the drills start at this level, we could potentially still have... Well, that cough button didn't work at all. Okay, sorry. I was going to say we could potentially still have thrusters here. Turn one of these down. I think the one down, because we're going to the moon, and it's just moon gravity, I think one big downward one is going to be enough. Plus, there will be smaller ones. That won't be the only... that won't be the only downward thrust. Alright, so if I were... I wonder if I should put small oxygen tanks on here as well, just to... I should have some oxygen tanks on here. Oh, we don't have small oxygen tanks yet, do we? We only have small hydrogen tanks. I need an oxygen tank that's like this. I think I have a modded one in there, but don't want to use it. We could use an oxygen tank instead of a... I kind of like that idea. Instead of a converter. Let me see how I feel about that. Get rid of you. And you. Did I turn the thing off?
Energy low.
Oh, apparently I turned the build and repair off, so we're going to charge up in here real quick. Okay, sorry, I was thinking about stuff. You know how it is, you think about stuff. Alright, so if we were to put an oxygen tank right here. Hang on. Right here. Then put our thing on the front of it. This is going to be a significantly worse looking miner than the... what was the one that the go-getter? From, I don't know, that seems like so long ago. What was that, like 2 years ago? Mm-hmm. Hey, Ajir. Welcome to the stream. Okay, this gives me plenty of space to build some sort of a thruster pack there. Including some more down thrust. So I think I've got enough ports hanging out. What I additionally need on this thing is some gyros, which I'm going to put along here. Probably going to need another way up so I could get up to the top of this. Let's do that. Maybe like right here. There we go. Alright, then I'm going to need an ore detector facing forward because of the spectrometry script. Should probably put a beacon on it as well. Oh, it has no batteries. It has no batteries. This could be a problem because it needs to function. Well now. I guess we could put some large batteries on the top or maybe along the edges here. It doesn't need a whole lot of power because all it's going to be doing is hydrogen stuff. I think I want to put this like right here. I don't know why. I'm going to put it there for now. Am I planning to use this section for planetfall? I was planning on bringing the entire thing to the moon and then eventually disassembling it to use for spare parts for other things, so I'm not planning on having parachutes or anything like that. If we do take it to like Mars or the alien planet at some point, like if we built a second one, then I think there's a possibility we could redesign it a little bit to go through the atmosphere a little bit slower, but it's got to go real slow through the atmosphere. It's got to have controlled descent because of the aerodynamics mod, which I don't think will be a problem on the moon, but we'll see. All right. Batteries. Batteries are pretty big. I really just probably need like one battery. Honestly, for what this thing is going to do. Like, how much power do drills use? Like, drills and ore detector are going to be the main power consumption thing, so I imagine... What if we put 2 batteries and we just did one here and one here? Maybe I don't even want that one on the bottom because of the it's going to be a landing. I'm pretty sure it's at the same level as my other batteries, or is it one higher? Yeah, no, it's at the same level as the other batteries, so it's going to basically be that and this thing are going to be what's landing on the ground. So I might want to end up putting a mag strip, like maybe directly on the battery, or maybe we come down from the sides here and get some kind of landing strips, landing spots. Let me do some ejection stuff. So I think I'm going to do the ejection at the bottom here like this. Do I want to do... No, I think I want to do 3 sorters. I was going to do a group of 3. I was going to do a splitter and then 3, and now I'm thinking it would eject faster if I had 3 sorters instead of... Yeah, okay. So let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. That's not what I want to do. I want to keep it facing that way. Alright, then we'll go sorter like that. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. I don't know why I have all you. Let's grab a little more steel plate while I'm here. Alright, then I suppose I don't have... oh, maybe I do, in the connector group. Yeah, there we go, we could use this thing. Don't really want to see that on the bottom there. I guess we could go keep it in, or I could just face it up. We'll probably end up... Or you know what, actually, let's not even. Let's just do these. you guys arguing in the chat again. Alright, so for this, for the thrusters, I'm going to turn this thing off again so I could think about these thrusters. The landing gear are slightly lower than the batteries. Not a whole lot lower. Okay, so if I want to go... let's see. I really just kind of want to go easy on myself and just use these. Because then I could do a whole bunch of different directions and... We're probably going to armor over it anyway, so... Sure thing, Rumble Strip, I will do that. Whatever it is you're talking about there. Eee. Weird. Alright, so this is going to be kind of main thrust here. Like that. And that should not... So... This sticking out one more reduces the chance that boulders being created in space are going to be like damaging the thrusters, so you know, I was thinking it might be better to, because we added these things in to protect the batteries, but you know, this is like very, very much, it's one, whatever that is, lower than the batteries. So I did consider taking out this chunk and just putting in a normal landing gear. But I mean, we could always just push this down one, right? We could just add another block here and make this lower. I'm trying to keep it streamlined for the takeoff through the atmosphere, and then we could always fix it when we get to the place. You know, honestly, Ajir, I have taken to the habit of not even looking at chat as much because you guys are just talking amongst yourselves, having a good time. So, I'm just letting you guys do your thing here. I don't have room for pistons. Let's see, if we did like 4 up, 4 side, 4 down. I mean, I could do one like that too, but I'd start to get stuck in the... Yeah, maybe that's okay. Then I would have an extra... Right now, I think if I do the same thing here, because I would end up with the thrusters here, and again, they have that far, so as long as I don't go further forward than there, honestly, if the drills are further than that, then we'll be okay. And I could have the thrusters behind the drills. That's my plan. That's my plan. So, this should be, I think, we're going to be a little light on side thrust. But that's okay. We'll be fine. I want you all to just remember that this is not supposed to be like build of the year. This is get us to the moon. I'm excited that I made the platform almost long enough. Just barely not long enough for what I need. Well, that's fine. If you want to judge it purely on aesthetics, it's fine. It's going to look like a ship sticking out of the front of a ship is what it's going to look like. Alright, so if I want more braking thrust than I have... if I want more braking thrust than I have taken off thrust, I think we're going to end up just covering this thing with thrusters. Come on, where'd you go? Though I don't really like that. I don't like the 3x3 grid of thrusters, so I might reconsider that. Nope. What did I just get? This thing? No, the build and repair will fix it. Yeah, that's what I was saying, John. I was thinking I could take out this layer and then put the landing gear, you know, one in so that it sticks down by a half. I could do that. I don't think it would look as good. I think it might look better to have just armor blocks that go down one further. Like, okay, let's do a thing here real quick since everybody's talking about landing gear. So let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Don't get rid of that yet. Turn on the build and repair. When I say everybody, I just mean John. Only John. So I could put the landing gear like right there. And the only downside to that is that you'd be able to kind of see around it. You know? But it would stick out further down. Which I think ultimately is, I think is ultimately less aesthetic, though I do like the look of landing gear in general. As a landing mechanism. I don't have room for pistons. There's no, like, vertical, like, the piston, the unextended piston would stick out to the ground already. I would create, like, a towering AT-AT looking thing. Which, okay, now that I say that, does sound pretty cool, but... Yeah, I can't really think of a good way to make the landing gear work, so... But what I could do, alternatively, is something like... something like... Something like that, and then put the, you know, put the mag plate on the bottom of that. You know, kind of make my own little landing gear piece. I don't think that would be too bad. I mean, actually, I could probably flatten this out even more. Might be aerodynamic enough. I don't really know how the... Actually, now that I think about it, it might act like a stabilizing tail fin kind of a thing. Maybe this is a good idea. Maybe this is a good idea. Because we could... potentially... Let's see. We did that. How would we go? There, like that. And then we put the landing mag plate on the bottom of that. Oh yeah, someone did say, it was probably you, John, to try the suspensions. Like we could do maybe a... Is there a group of short suspensions? Or are they all in the... Let's see, probably want the 1x1s. Like if we did something like this instead, and then put the mag plate on the bottom of that. Does that work? How well does that work? Would we... Oh, Jerry, you said that last time. Okay. So, is the idea you leave the wheel on it, or you take the wheel off? And put... I don't think... Can you actually even attach anything to the front of a... I don't even know. I'm gonna find out. So take that off. Can I put a mag plate? Actually, I should be able to just try anything on the bottom, right? No, I can't. Okay. So I would have to put, like, downward facing wheel on it, right? Or this just is the landing thing, and then we have separate mag plates somewhere else, like these are just stabilizers. I bet they look very cool. What are we welding up way over here? Oh, these things that I said I didn't want anymore. Let's get rid of these. Gotta drop a rotor in the suspension. That's... Gotta drop a rotor in the... Okay, I don't want to do anything finicky. I'm already going to be dealing with aerodynamic forces, so... Yeah, okay. Let's get rid of this. And I like this design. We'll put a mag plate on the bottom of that. I'll move all the other ones later. Alright, so... Facing backwards, we have 6, and then 7, and then that's 7. So... do I want more than 6 on the front? Let's see, we also have this here. We could maybe go 3, 1, 2, that'd be 5. Yeah, see, the thing is, I don't want to do a hovercraft. I know the downward wheels would do the hovercraft, but I want it to stop. I want it to stick to the ground, so. Yeah, I'm also trying to think through how I would armor this up. Three in the middle is not going to be enough. I could do 3 and 3. I could do a cross. And then one, let's see, that would be 5, 6, 7. That would be one more than on the back. That could work. It'd be easy. It'd be fun to armor around that, so let's do that. Yeah, this shape is a big plus, I think. Then we could do a... We'll use a curve here. For one additional braking thrust on the top and the bottom. Oh. I hope I haven't been putting... Okay, good. Thought I was putting sorters in everywhere. Oh wait, am I? No. Okay, good. Have a good one, Jer. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so now we've got something akin to I think that should be enough thrust. I think that should be enough thrust. Did I get an extra one somewhere? No. Yeah. I think that'll be enough. Oh, I need the sideways thrust on this side. That would help. It's gonna be a big ass miner. Can I get... Yeah, I can. Okay, good. Beautiful. Alright, let's think about how is how are our drills going to work? I think I want to have, I always do this math. Do I want 3 or 5 in between each drill? You know, I'm going to need to expand this out anyway. I think I want to do 3 in between, because that moves the center. That puts 5 between each center of each drill, which I think is probably what I want. It's not going to be an automated miner, so I don't have to worry about it getting stuck on like tiny pixels in between or anything, and I'm probably not going to tunnel mine with it, so. So I think we'll do 3. Oh, now the real question is, though, ooh. Do I want, if I do 2 stacks, if I go here, I probably want to go here, and then 1, 2, 3, and then have another one centered here. This thing's going to have 8 drills on the front if I do that math right. Because I won't have a center drill. I will have... So I'll come out to there, and then I'll have 1, 2, 3 for drill. That drill will take... Yeah, I think maybe I do want to just do a center drill and do 3 drills. I picked the wrong armor color. Because then if I did like 1 and then... Yeah, or if the drill is right dead center, then we go 1 here. So if this is... The drill starts here, we go 1, 2, 3 for drill, and then 1, and then 1... 2, 3. That makes this thing... Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Let me stop this thing, because I need to map this out a little bit here. Let it catch up on making some... whatever it needs for those things. Alright, my favorite thing. Designing arrays of drills. Alright, I want to go... tube... curve tube down. T. Right. T. Let's see, am I going to want to push this forward one, or is this okay where it is? I may want to push the drills forward by one. Let's do that. Okay. Now I need some drills. Out of curiosity, how big are Prototech drills? Are there small grid ones? There are no small grid ones, huh? Okay, that's too bad. I was thinking, like, could I plan to have a Prototech drill replacement at some point on this thing, but doesn't look like it now. That's a very big drill, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest. Ah, it's gonna be okay. Rumble strip, it's gonna be okay. Don't be scared. So we do that. And then we do that. And then I'm gonna do just one in between. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Let's not do that. Let's do... let's do a T-junction in between. Because then I can go up to the row above it. Did I... oh, wait a minute. I may not have wanted to put this down a row. Let me think. Let me... because we're there. When I go vertical, I need to go 3 up. So we would go... that's the top of the drill. And then we would go 1, and then 1. Right? And then the next drill would be here. I think that is what I wanted. That looks oddly correct. Okay. Well then. I'm not used to getting it right on the first try. Alright, so we got that. Then we'll do... drill. Oh, it's gonna have so many drills. We're gonna be able to drill so much stuff. Amazing. Okay. Now I think I want to put some... oh, geez. Spotlights in between. So I'm gonna put something for them to connect onto. A curved conveyor. No, not a curved conveyor. Regular conveyor. Like this. Yep. And I'm doing these ones The reason I'm doing these ones is for no good reason. Oh yeah, I built a spot to put the gyro. Thank you for reminding me. I'm just going to do it right now. I built this spot here to put gyros on, and then completely forgot to put the gyros on. So, I think 6 gyros is going to be enough, or should I do more? I could do up to... they're going to be facing different directions, and I'm not going to care this time. I can't move. There you go. I could do a lot. This thing could get heavy. We'll just make them where I could reduce the strength on them. So we've got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got 12. That should be good. Alright, now for a T. Oh, what? Didn't I just grab steel plate or no? Now what's gonna suck is when we go to launch this thing and it just can't lift off the ground. That's gonna be the best part of this whole thing. It just can't lift its own weight. I'm wondering like how many materials do we actually want to take with us into space in preparation of going to the moon, you know? Like how much should we bring to keep weight to a minimum? It's already a pretty heavy ship. In fact, it's probably going to be a good idea to try a test flight empty just to see how that goes. You know what I'm thinking? As I'm looking at the monstrosity that I have built in front of me here, I am wondering, have I gone too far? Should I just put like a single drill or maybe just a single pair of drills on the front of this and be done with it? Because this thing will be able to tunnel itself. Like, it'll be able to just drive straight through any asteroid to wherever it needs to be. Yeah, John, that's what I was originally thinking, was all we would take is enough stuff to build, like, several blocks, a couple of solar panels, refinery, small refinery, assembler, stuff like that. And that we would, when we get there, we can use this ship to mine what we need, refine, you know, etc. But like just enough that I don't have to hand drill anything. That was my hope. And I could always disassemble parts of the ship to make that happen, but... do I want the ridiculousness of all of this? The drills, the weight of the drills is already, like, as soon as it's placed, the weight of it is there. So it's not like it wouldn't, it's still going to be, putting the components into the drills is, I could leave them off entirely. Now then the weight of the components is just in the cargo, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not worried about the weight of the drills. I'm just wondering if it's too ridiculous looking. Like the aesthetics is kicking in for me now, because it already is. Like the miner is almost as long as the entire back half of the ship, the booster section, the booster cargo section. So Yeah, here's what I'm thinking. We're getting too crazy with it. And I'm gonna cut it down to maybe just like the 2 front drills here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I might raise them up 1. Yeah, I think I'm gonna raise them up 1 and maybe spread them slightly. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. Just because. Just because. So that's what we're going to take. That's it. Nothing crazier than that. We'll be able to hopefully drill the surface of anything. I think I'm going to push them forward 1. Maybe 2. Maybe more than 2. Let me think about this a minute. Yeah, I think there is where I'm going to do it. Yeah, I think that's the winner there. That gives me room to kind of shape the front of the ship and like as such. So yeah, let's get this weld up. I'm happy with this. Let's start shaping some armor. Okay, good. I was wondering if the build and repair actually reached out this far, but apparently it does. That's good. While it's doing that, I'm gonna go take a drink over in the truck. That didn't sound good. Maybe while I'm taking a drink in the truck, I will check our inventory of ingots here. Still got plenty of... We're starting to run low on nickel, but I don't know that we need much more nickel. Plenty of ice. Place 3 extend the conveyor ports on the cockpit and thruster. I put the stuff back. I didn't put the stuff back. Okay. Yeah, no, I think I'm good with this. I think I'm good with this, because what I want to do now... Actually, is there anything else I want to do with this? I want to have an event controller to tell me when this thing's cargo is full. So I'm going to find a spot to put you somewhere. Probably, because we filled that up, probably like jammed in the side here. I'm going to do one on each side. I think I might need both, but I don't know. I'd rather have more than not have enough, so. Oh, you were thinking to do 3 of them using the ports on the side of the thruster, or the ones up here? I definitely thought about it, but I think this is how I want to go. And the reason for this is because I want to shape. I want to have some room to kind of shape around this. I have done where I've done 3 before, and I've done like one in the middle that stuck out slightly further than the other 2, and it just kind of helped with like sweeping holes, but it wasn't super effective, so I didn't. Let's see, do I want to do 3? Do one in the middle? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Yeah, no, spotlights. In fact, lots of lights I need to get all over this thing. I've left a couple of spots for them, no pun intended, but I have got to go back and actually put them in, so. But yeah, I'm thinking spotlight right in the front here, and then I gotta leave a space for this thing to raycast out of for the, for that one mod that adds the, where you can look at the, actually, this radio spectrometry. I need... Am I going to be able to read the radio spectrometry thing on one of these screens, or no? Should I put another... Should I try and put like a heads-up display for myself in front of the cockpit? And would that be helpful? Where would I need to do that? I gotta go see what that would look like. If we were to put that there, and do like a transparent LCD for myself. Let's see. Is that too close? Oh, it's sideways. I can't tell. Can never tell from the... I guess that's up and down. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the best. Because I'll be able to read through that. Actually, maybe I should put it to the side. Ooh, maybe I should put it to the side. Let me... I still need a name for this ship. I don't think we ever came up with a name for this ship, so be thinking of names. God, I love that they changed this to apps from scripts. It's so good. Radio spectrometry. Oh, am I going to be able to read that from here? Apparently we're scanning the planet right now. What if I tried to put this on the... Oh good, the sun is gone. I won't be able to read the screens at all. My headlights don't seem to function as well in here. Okay. Oh, I can't imagine I would be able to read it on, like, let's say the left screen. Top left screen, left screen. Oh, actually I can read that pretty well. Probably easier than that. That's all blurry. Yeah, okay. That'll work. We'll go with that. Okay, then I don't need a screen in the front. Even if I changed the color on this, I bet it would be really blurry, but let's actually double check that. The radio spectrometry mod is a... actually now well, I don't want to put a solid one in front of me because then I can't see where I'm going, so... Yeah, alright, let's get rid of it. Radio spectrometry one is interesting because it has a... on certain screens, the text is really blurry. So... I was thinking I should probably put like a vent on here for filling up, getting some free oxygen in the tanks, but we have so much ice. I'm not really worried about it. Do I have anything else with a vent that thing has a vent. I wonder if we could pull oxygen in from that and not... If I turn off all the O2 gens everywhere... I wonder if we could... Oh, yeah, I bet the truck could fill these tanks. Okay, well... Let me also set this to recharge. Did I put one on? I did put one on the bottom. Recharge. Alright. Yeah, okay. So now I gotta think about some armor shapes. I had some thoughts. I'm gonna start on the front, because the front is always the hardest. But we are gonna spotlight. Let's see, I think I'm gonna do just a normal spotlight in the front. But I think I'm gonna try for some floodlights on the sides. Like, where we got floodlight angled like this kind of a deal. You know, put some floodlights on the sides, or maybe somewhere back here where they won't get burned or something like that. We could do some corner ones up and down. We'll see. That could be pretty cool, actually. I'm gonna leave the space. And actually, we're probably going to end up with something on the front of this, but... because I'm thinking... Well, maybe not. Would I consider adding a small O2H2 gen to the cargo section? There is one. The cargo section has an O2 gen in it somewhere. It's like right in the middle, somewhere above the batteries. It's got 2 oxygen tanks and 1 O2 gen, and 3 hydrogen tanks? I've already forgotten. 6? 4? I don't remember. I think 4. And then a bunch of cargo in the middle. So... we could probably take the entire stock of everything we have at the base right now with us. I'm hesitant to do that, but... light panels are a good idea. Yeah, light panels is a good idea. Alright, I'm gonna do the armor shape, and then what I typically will do is, like, there's a couple of places, like right here I've left for some light, you know, like those corner lights. There's some other places where I could carve out a spot and stick a light in it, like I'm probably gonna do that along here. And then there's some other flat spots, like along here, where I might put like a light panel or just a regular light bulb. Or something. We'll see. I'm gonna give myself something to stand on right in the front here. Actually, if I could put it closer, let me do that. There we go. So I'm thinking we gotta keep this middle section open so this thing can shoot out of there. What if we did an abrupt curve down? This is the iteration part where I gotta see what I like and what I don't like. So I was thinking spotlight goes in there. So like, spotlight there. That's there. And we can tell if it works. We can tell if we blocked it because of the script up there will tell us. So I wonder if I could... I don't think I could put a piece of glass in front of it. I wanna test that though. Or even like a barred window. For some reason I feel like a barred window would be worse. But let's try both of them and see. Give me a... There's the 1x1s. Alright, so first off, jump me in here. Okay, so it's still detecting the planet that we're on. So there's that at least. If I put this in front of it like that, it seems to still be detecting. Leave my headlights on so it stays a little bit lighter in there. Yeah, it seems to still be detecting. Wonder if it needs to be welded up. That doesn't seem to have stopped it. So I'm thinking that, because that at least looks better. The bar one looks like it's actually, like realistically, it would actually block the signal. Oh, I don't have a... We don't have like a half slope, right? We would probably have like a 2x1 slope. That wouldn't work. But let me try. Like if we were to do... What would look better? I guess that looks better. Let's see, we could place it back, or I could put it... that, I think, looks worse. I could do that, but then the top of the... Nah, I'm gonna stick with the flat one. Do it like that. Yeah, okay. Alright, so then how am I going to curve that around? I think probably the same, because I need to be down at least solid, I need to be down at least half blocks at this layer. We could do we could do almost like an expanded version of this. The way I've got this pattern going around. We could maybe do that, a bigger version of that around the larger one. I'm not sure that I have the room for it, but... Let's see. We could do this. And then cut to half blocks, smash cut to half blocks. And then we're at the half block layer. At some point, this... Yeah, this has to kind of stop here because of where the drill is, so we can still do some stuff on the side here, but I can't get too fancy with it. Too fancy schmancy. I'm thinking we actually do something like... you don't have it, huh? Who's got the... Is it you? Yeah, there we go. This thing. Gotta do this around the opening of it. Oh, you're so worried about the batteries all the time. As if they're the thing that's going to impact the ground all the time. I will consider adding some armor panels to the batteries. Alright, so if we do that... That's something. It's better than nothing. Leaves a bit of a gap right here. Yep. YouTube's having its little conniption again. That could be okay, though, because we kind of see up into the internals and they don't look terrible up in there. Oh, you know what we could do, actually, is kind of fill in... Let's see, you've got perhaps what I need. This thing. Something like this. We could just kind of fill in around it a little bit so you don't see the... So you don't see too many of the internals up in there. It still kind of looks protected. Yeah, we'll have to do some... Well, obviously we'll have to do another row of armor up here, but... Yees of little faith who think that I'm just going to go smashing into a planet. Alright, so I think that'll look okay. Stick out a little bit there. We could even do like a... could we? No, we can't. I was thinking we could do... something like... no. No, we could. There is a block that would do this for me, I think. Yeah, there is, but nah, I don't want to do it. Yeah, okay. So that's that then. I might go back and greeble up some more of this. Like we could get some of this going on this block. No, not that. This. Get some of this going here. All right. That's looking good. Got some extra space there for whatever's. Now I think I started to do... Like, where can we go on the top of this? I don't think we have much room to really go above these drills, do we? We can do it this layer, and that's it. So we can... I'm just going to do some of this. Ooh, we could do the pointy thing again. We could do the pointy thing, and then it kind of looks like we meant to do this. Or we could do the tiny little triangle. I'm going to do the pointy thing just because that's what we did on the other side. Or on the back of the ship, and it'll kind of... You know, it'll feel like it has a theme to it, a bit of a... What do you call it? It's another word for theme. Somebody Google that for me. Like, we can't do that on the bottom, though, can we? Oh, we can. Except that on the bottom, we have a different plan of attack going on here. But I could... Where's that one thing that everybody said existed? Oh, it's this. It's like this one, right? Yeah. Transition tip mirrored. There we go. That'll go into there. We're going to have to... Yeah, we are going to have to fill in some of this, because that's just the end of the... where I can build at. Let me see if I could redo this here. Not what I wanted to do. I got distracted. Okay. Tip. There we go. There we go. Alright, then from the back of this, we have about... Let me kind of fill this in to where it can go to, which is like there. So I believe we have to keep this much clear. These 2 blocks have to be clear for these thrusters to not, you know, break anything. So if I wanted to have like something like this, I need steel plate. Now I'm thinking that might be a good place, although I don't like when the conveyors are visible. So I'll probably cover those up with some panels, but I was thinking this could be a good place to put either some beam blocks or some of those scaffolding blocks sticking out behind it. So
Inventory full. Yep. Inventory full.
No worries there. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. We could do something like that, and then have it attach into the solid paneling here like this. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Although I think maybe beam blocks might be better. What's the weight of these? These are just a girder and a small steel tube. I mean, these are super light, whereas a beam is pretty heavy. The beam would kind of cover up the panel a little bit better. Now I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with this. We're going to do this. Actually, no, we're not. Take it back. Get rid of it. Changed my mind. Because with the beam blocks, I could do a different shape. I could go... we could go like this. We could take this at a different angle. Yeah, so you would barely see it. There, you'd really have to go looking for it if I did this. Do I just want a regular square beam in there? I guess so. This thing is the same no matter which way you slice it, right? Yeah. Is that going to look weird like that? I think that looks weird. Let me do... Let's keep that. Let me do... We'll do this. Even though that still makes that a little bit more visible, I'm okay with that. There. Yeah, that's okay. I like that. And then we could maybe even do a little bit of a... something like to kind of grab it as it comes in like that. Or would it look even better if it was like I'm gonna have trouble getting that one, aren't I? Then maybe something like that. Or it could be Nothing like that. Alright, then the other thing I want to do is... Well, let me do this on the other side. But I want to start... like, this thruster thing is going to kind of meld into the side of the wall here, so... How far back did I go with that? I guess I went all the way up to the thing there. That is not what I did, is it? No, we went... we didn't do anything there yet, okay. Alright, let's leave that off of there for now, because we'll probably end up sloping up to that. Alright, we'll do the... do that kind of thing, maybe? Kind of curious what this looks like from the front. I feel like it's got a decent space shuttle vibe to it, which is kind of nice. Pokey space shuttle vibe. Okay, what else did I do down here on the other side? Oh, it was the beams. Okay. Did I cover the whole thing? I did. Okay. Good enough there. I put this on the wrong direction. Okay. I think that makes me even on both sides there. I'm stuck again. There we go. Alright, let's weld some of this up and then see where we're at. Then we'll also see if that window, when it's welded, blocks our view or not. Yeah, I like this. I like this better than the giant array of things, and I can still see, which is nice. But I can't see the drills. Maybe I should have put a camera in the middle of the drills. I've got ideas for the color scheme. I'm gonna have to see. I think it is gonna be stripes. There's gonna be some racing stripes. I think that's gonna be the plan, but we'll see. You know, most of this is just steel. I could just be helping with this. The flames mod. The flames do make it go faster. Alright. This kind of looks like a submarine. It would have been cool to put a camera back there, I guess. Instead of the ore detector. I could put a camera down there on the opposite end, couldn't I? Okay. Seems to still be working. What if I could do that? What if I have the space back here, right? I could put a camera, like, embed a camera behind a piece of glass right there, right? Be a little tunnel vision-y, but it's better than nothing. Right? Oh, is that too far back? Oh, it's further back than the... Hang on. That doesn't need to be that far back. Now, the real question is going to be whether or not the glare from the spotlight gets in the way of the camera. There we go, symmetry. Okay, I can't get up there. Oh yeah, beautiful view. Beautiful. No notes. I guess. I guess it's fine. It works. It won't have this thing in the front. You'll be able to see slightly more than I could see there, but yeah, that's kind of a... That's going to be basically a... kind of a double check your math kind of a camera, and that's about it, so... Alright, let's turn this off again. Alright, I'm not going to do a searchlight under the drills. I don't know that I would use it. These drills might have looked better vertical. I would have had to rerun the wiring though, but... There we go. Fix that part. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to look at was kind of like armoring around this. And I'm thinking I might try to do a similar pattern to what's on there. What are we clanging about over there? Actually, that's not a bad idea, putting a screen in front of the camera. Let's see, can you reverse what's on the screen? Because I'd have to have the screen facing outwards. Or I'd have to push the camera back even further. I mean, technically, actually, I don't need the glass there. The glass was for symmetry. I could take the glass out and push the camera all the way forward. Let's do that. Function over form is what we're going to do here. And I don't have the thing turned on. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's shut this off again. And let's look at the rest of this. What do I have? I've got a lot. Alright, got a good amount of space right there. That's good. Yeah, that's where we run out of ability to go backwards. Alright, let me just do that on this side. Up to there. Okay. Now, I want... Let's see. I can't do this exactly the same because they're not lined up. Oh, actually, they kind of are lined up the same. It's just that there's no... Yeah, there's no... Yeah. Okay. So I'd have to do a... I could do like a 2-stage. Let's see, if we did like this. And like this. Yeah, maybe we, 'cause if I do this, this thing needs until there, I believe, to not bother anything. So we could do that and kind of hide it underneath there. And then the rest of these would just kind of have like a thing going on over them. I think that could work. This one will probably just be part of the armor. I want to double check that that's where the flame, that's where we're not gonna, I am pretty sure, yeah, there we go. So that'll be perfectly fine if that's hidden up in there. That one there. Okay. I'm gonna take a drink of water. While I'm taking a drink of water, consider liking the stream if you're actually enjoying the stream in real life, and consider subscribing if you would like to get notified when I go live. All right. Let's see. I think if I were to... That stream delay is a killer, John, I tell you. If I were to just do this, that would be not as good. So, I'm going to try... Let's see, on there, that is kind of what I did, and we just did basically this along here. I don't want to do that this time. I want to do something a little bit different. I think I want to do something more like this. I'm getting rained on now. Yeah, like that. Something like that. Oh, it's getting rainy. Something like that where it sticks up a little bit, and then I can, on the sides, hopefully... How am I going to make this work? Am I going to have to make this look extra cool, or just regular cool? So I've got... this that I could put there. That starts me... Nope. Nope. Wait. No, it's the right block. I just put the wrong way. Mirrored. That's why it's wrong. Wait, is that right? Hang on. That does look correct. Looks like it's lined up. Do I want that, or do I want like this? That won't work. Actually, that might work. That might make this look a little bit more interesting. Hang on. I do like interesting. Let's do that like this, because then it sets us up for... does it look good? Now I have concerns. Yeah, all I can really do at this point is this right here. But... Oh, but there's nothing... Yeah, okay. Good. Yeah, because then behind this, now the world is our oyster, because we could do all sorts of things back here. We could do that. Fall off the thing. I really just need to move this tower forward by one, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm just going to fill that in. I'm going to let that stick up like that. And then we're going to fill in around the front of it, basically. Let me weld this up again. I'm going to go back to active welding. And the reason for that is because I'm going to move this tower back. Actually, maybe I want to stay at this level for a bit. Do this. Is this the most over-designed miner I've ever done? Yes. Yes, it is. You know, the thing is, honestly, I'm not used to designing hydrogen miners. To be perfectly honest, like a space miner for me is usually going to have ions, and that's why we are potentially going to go to Mars next instead of the alien planet. Mars has the platinum, which will let me make ion thrusters, and then we just got to deal with the power needs of ion thrusters. So, all right, this. I mean, this could actually just continue sloping in and connect there. I don't think it'll perfectly make it though, but. No, it'd end up over here somewhere, but that would have been cool looking. No, I think I'm going to leave it open. This is going to stop there. I do need to continue to close this up, though. So how are we going to do that? Let's see. Ooh, now I'm wondering, can I put a half slope behind the... There's like a gnat in here. Flying in my face. Space gnat. If I put a half block here, like this, will it get destroyed by the flames? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm really hoping not, because then I could put this here and you won't see through it. You won't see that gap there. God, this thing is looking like a fighter or something. I don't know why I'm bothering to... Normally I don't spend this much time on a miner, but it's like... It's the front of the ship, right? And so I feel like it should look like, when it's connected, it's all a singular ship. Somewhat. So, What am I doing wrong here? Did I put the wrong thing on top of that? I did. That's what's wrong. This thing is facing the wrong way. There we go. That should do it. So I guess if we take off and we hear a small explosion, that's because of that. God, how am I going to remember how to do this on the other side? Oh boy, this is going to be rough. It's going to be fun. Oh, you know, I never looked at how this turned out down here. That's cool. Yeah, that turned out okay. I like that. I might take, since this is very square on the bottom here, I might take this outer layer and flatten this out a little bit. Or, you know, chamfer it a little. At least until we get to here. I'm not going to do it yet because I don't know how this is going to merge into the side of the fuselage yet. I'm using all the good words today. But if we did... Let's see, you are pretty good right there, aren't you? So if we did... Yeah, my jump didn't work there. We did the same, get all the way around, there we go. God, lack of jetpack is a pain, let me tell you. I really hope this thing works in space. So there we go. So we could do that. And then I'm thinking behind this, we're basically just doing this and then I got a fever. The only cure. I can't do it walking. Sorry. More skid plates. So that when I get to the moon and just come skidding into the ground, we'll just be able to ski-daddle all the way over. And it's funny because I keep saying it's not going to happen, but it's totally going to happen. We all know I'm going to get to the moon and there's going to be like a crash landing. So. Do I want to stop? Am I at a point where I should probably stop doing... I could put spotlights or something. Or just regular lights on the side there, I guess. Or I could do this and then just continue out and finish up the shape. Let's see what that looks like if we were to do that. Looks weird, I'll tell you that much. But you know, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. I have constructed a very cool looking like fighter miner. You know, the light panels, John, the light panels crossed my mind for that spot. And I knew you were going to say it. So what do I do? Keep on take this to a point or just shove some, keep it flat and shove some light panels in there? I'm thinking keep it like this, keep it all pointy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Keep it pointy. Just remember the old saying, KIPS, right? Keep it pointy, stupid. God, there's still so much more of this. You know, the more that I work on this, the cooler I make this look. We are just... okay, well, this part kind of looks dumb, but the cooler certain parts of this look, the more I am guaranteeing that I'm going to smash it into the surface of the moon, or not be able to lift off from the planet entirely, you know? Yeah, and jeez. Okay, so what are we going to do with... This is where I got to decide what's going up top here. I think it's got to be... It's got to be full block. Otherwise we're going to... Otherwise the batteries are going to skid on the ground. This, at least the bottom battery will. Yeah, we got to go... Or at least we should go full block. So we're half block up here. I don't... Oh, you know, the other thing is I don't really want to put landing gear on the miner. But I probably should have a way to latch the miner onto the ground or whatever. Because we may... most likely what's going to happen is the miner is going to... When we get there, we'll drop this thing off, build a base, and the miner is going to be docking at the base all the time. And it will, once we get to the moon, it'll never connect back to this thing. Yeah, we'll attach this to the base, or whatever we do with it, I don't know. But yeah, let's see. If we were to... oh, it's after 6 p.m. in the game world. That means I can go take a little nap. But if we were to do this, I mean, and then go large behind the battery and put some armor on the battery, yes. You cannot color the tires, you can only color the hubcaps. So... Something we do something like this. Let's see, then I've got this like channel right here. Do I want that? I think I kind of do. I kind of like that. I don't hate it, at least. I mean, I could always curve. Let's see. I don't think the block that I would want would exist. So we've got this thing. Spare tires for the space truck. And I don't use this block enough, honestly. Probably should. And I feel like this... I don't know, I know it's really flat, but... I think I'm going to try and do one single landing pod back here that sticks out further than the battery. Or at least sticks out with the battery, because I could angle up and kind of dip the back down and connect to things. Whereas this thing I kind of need it, or want it to land flat. I guess. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay. Okay, alright, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's see, I got a lot of things to take off here. Let's use the build and repair. Nope, nope, not that one. Make that anything other color. Quickly. Okay. Luckily it starts from the furthest away, so I lucked out on that one. Alright, so what I was thinking was maybe we do... oh man, what was I just thinking I was gonna do? This thing. And I can't really do that on this side, can I? Oh, I can. Yeah, I can, okay. The reason I kind of like this is because it's offset from the shape above it. And then I have a plan for kind of merging these shapes into the main body here. So on this side, we're going to do this and then this. And on the other side, we're going to do this one. Stop jumping around. But then we're going to shift over to this. Then we'll throw this at the very end. Maybe? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll end up actually kind of mirroring... Well, I've got this whole, like, ugly looking thing right here, so we'll see. We'll see. But I'm thinking that kind of looks more like a pod that's on the bottom or something. And I guess I could put this groove down the middle either way, but... I was actually thinking I would try and take this level here, transition it into here, and then transition to a full block on the back. Where did that just go? Too far. Oh, actually not too far. Oh, maybe too far. Because we'll get it around there at some point. Okay, so if we were to do that... let me go take a nap real quick so we can get the... We can make it daylight over here. Alright, I'm going to take a drink of water while that's happening. And, again, if you're enjoying the stream, please consider throwing a like on the video. And if you'd like to get notified when I go live, please consider subscribing. Alright, I want to go this way, I guess. Such a long ship. God, I really hope this thing can make it to space. It's got so many thrusters on it, but it's going to be so heavy. Alright, we were looking underneath where it's still shady and dark. Okay, so what I was thinking was, we would do... We've got those things there like that. So, I want to do the opposite on the back. Which I think is basically this. There. Now I've transitioned to full blocks and we could use that for the rest of the bottom. and then we can use that to put a mag plate that will be at the same level as the battery, or maybe slightly further. Yeah. Yeah, so then what I want to do on the sides here, let me add... let's see, I don't want to do the whole pod yet. But what I basically want to do is kind of level myself up, like merge these two things together. So, and by level myself up, I don't mean like gain more experience points. I mean like transition from this level to that level. Which means I'm going to take this and carry that shape all the way back and basically just shift this whole thing back. I should consider building a closer build and repair to this thing, honestly. Oh, that's a good idea. Put a mag plate on the battery. That is a good idea. Then the battery can't hit the ground without the mag plate kicking in. That's a good idea. We will get to that eventually. All right, now how do I want to pull off? So we're there. And then I want to transition to full blocks, basically like this. No? Which one do I want here? Do I have... Oh, I do have one like that. It is this. Then that. Now we're pretty much... Yeah, okay. I kind of wanted that there, but... Did I just start... Did I just basically start too early with this transition, or... Oh, you know what? I think I'm... What do I have going on here? I don't think... No, none of these will work. I guess I could just do... Don't I have... Oh, I also have this thing. That might have worked. That might have looked better there. That might have looked better right there. You know what we could do is, I mean, I could just flatten here, and then we just call it that. Like we just roll with it. Or I could, just keep that shape going. That's an awful lot of layers, though. At that point, I think. Get out of there. I think I'm going to... take that out and use... Does that one look better? I feel like that one looks better. And then we just leave it like that. Like then we're basically, that's our shape all the way to the back then. That's our like protective shape there. I don't know if I'm going to want it to be that far back. I don't know if I'm going to want it to wrap around all these things. The back is going to have to look different than the front just because of the shape of it, and because I can't have a big, long, pointy thing jabbing this thing, although it would look very cool if when they were connected, it kind of looked like it completely flowed together. Like, if, you know, if this is like a, you know, like we had like the same kind of V shape on the back of this, that would be very cool. I don't think we could really pull that off though. Though, for the moment, I can't think of why. Actually, I think the main reason is probably because the thruster pods are not really at the same height as each other. There is not a small grid gravity generator, not in vanilla. I could mod one in, for sure. But there isn't one in vanilla. Alright, I think I have to move this again because it's too close to what I'm doing, but kind of curious, if I were to just copy this shape all the way back, what would it even look like? So we did... one unable to place. Are we... Oh, we finally crossed over into the... This thing is slightly too close. Okay. So, off with you. It's very pink. Now I can't fall off of this. Nor can I see what I'm really doing over here, so... maybe... Yeah, I might end up moving it again, but... Guess we did that. Then that... Then that, and then we threw one of these in here in the hopes that it wouldn't explode. I'm pretty sure I've done that test before. A half slope, half 2x1x1 slope that is that far away avoids the flame. I'm like 90% sure, so. Alright, and then another one of these. And another one of those. Yeah, this could actually work. This could work. I think we... Because our pointiness is going to go out one more. So it'll go to even with these things. This is going to look dumb, potentially. To have it be... Ooh, I wonder if it should just... Instead of curving in on both directions... If it should just go straight flat, you know, flat straight back. Although it would look weird maybe having only thrusters in the front half of it. But maybe we just... I mean, if we just cut this part off, like do the do the curve on the back here and keep it at a single layer that doesn't move in. Okay, alright. Let's take some chances and make mistakes. Yeah. Flintstone rockets. Oh boy, now I gotta remember how this works. Oh yeah, that's right, because the other side sticks out one, that's why it doesn't match up. Okay, we could fix that. Yeah, because we could just take... We could just make this whole thing a completely separate, so that it doesn't have to follow the same path as the front. And we could actually keep going just enough to do this. There we go. So we get like a little panel. I'm going to fall off of there. So it's a big long thing on the front. Little short thing on the back. I don't know. The fact that this part sticks out like that on the front and that it doesn't mimic that part on the back kind of bothers me. There's no reason we couldn't just jut that middle section out though. Hey 1701, how you doing? We are, if you're just joining us, we are over-designing a mining ship. This is a mining ship and we are significantly over-engineering it. For fun and profit. There you go, I think that's gonna make it look a little bit more symmetrical. And John, we could put light panels on those flat spots. See those flat spots on each side? We could put a light panel on each side. And I'm saying that like mockingly, but I'm actually like I think we're gonna do that. I think that's a perfect place to put some light panels. There you go. I like that. I think that looks okay. It kind of there's some symmetry to it. Oh god, yeah, the mirroring on the other side. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to mirroring the bottom to the top, to be honest. What time is it? Is it bedtime? Almost, thankfully. Because I am getting exhausted just thinking about wrapping the whole rest of this thing in the same armor pattern. It does look nice, though. It does look nice. I should put a repair projector on it and a built-in repair somewhere because it's gonna... This armor, the first time I go mining somewhere, this armor is just gonna be chewed up, so... Chewed up. What do I want to do with the rest of this now? So I think what I'm gonna do... What did I do over here? We went... like that, and then we started doing this top thing. Oh yeah, and then that led to all of that nonsense over there. Okay, well, we're not going to do that nonsense. We're going to do slightly different nonsense. And this slightly different nonsense... Yeah, I think what we do is, like, there's a void right around here. We'll just shove a repair projector in there. We'll dig that out and shove a repair projector in there. In fact, you might even still be able to get... No, we closed it up. There's the one in there. We'll find it. If I launch this thing and I haven't remembered to put a repair projector in it, just let me know. And we'll hurry up and get one in there. Okay, standing on the edge, living on the edge. Alright, if I take this out and we start to wrap around these, I've basically created the same... design as the front here, haven't I? I can't do the exact same design because I didn't do the same pattern of thrusters on the back, which is good. Oh, don't tempt me with spectator cam. The whole point is that I can't fly in this series. I'm thinking maybe we go. Alright, first off, I know for a fact that I could put panels down on top of these things so I don't have to... Oh, not yet, though. I can put panels down on those things so I don't have to see them, and the thruster won't destroy them. The thruster will be perfectly fine to fire next to those. So, now I don't have to worry about seeing that. So I'm thinking... Actually, I'm thinking... Let's do that. And then... Trying to figure out what I want the back of the ship to even look like. Like, I kind of don't want it to turn into a... Like, the back of this looks really cool, but it... At least to me. But I don't think we can achieve the same level of coolness on this one, because we lack the space. But I do kind of want it to stick out a little bit more on the sides. So, okay, bear with me here. I'm going to try something. Do I want to be able to see these, or do I want to paper over these things too? That's a really good question. I've got a conveyor opening right there that I don't want to see. We could probably... we could probably paper over these. Yeah, okay. So if I was to take... Now see, if I did that, then it would just kind of flow in with that. But that would end. Or do I want to flare outward? Like that. Something like that. Is that gonna look dumb? I feel like this is gonna look dumb. Okay. Yeah, if I try to do that and then kind of flare it out there, well, I mean, because then we could... kind of do something like this. I don't know, it's growing on me, but I don't think it's growing on me fast enough. It's starting to look like a fish a little bit. Yeah, I'm stuck. I was trying to think if there was a good way to make it kind of match, similarly match the shape of this, and I don't think there is a good way to do it. Oh, there we go. Sorry. For a second I thought I was going to get stuck in there for the rest of my life. I don't think there is a good way to do it without, like, really extending this way too far back. I don't know. What do you guys think of this? Is this... I don't think I like it. I mean, it would, on the one hand, it would be easy to kind of mimic the same shape on this side because we would just kind of merge it into this connector here. Right? And then we would just kind of have this on both... this kind of flare on both sides of the thruster, but... I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm trying really hard not to duplicate the same exact shape from the front, which... like, I don't want it to be like a half circle kind of thing, you know? You're saying continue sloping it in instead of sloping it out? So, like, basically, maybe not the exact same shape as the front, but follow the same, like, parabola and come back in? I mean, I'm starting to think that's kind of the only way to do it. Yeah, this is hands down the biggest miner I've ever made. And it's primarily because it's a hydrogen miner, and I really never make hydrogen miners. Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, let's get rid of this. We'll think of something, but we will think of it next time because we have reached the end of the stream. So, I think I am going to keep... like, I really like this channel that's in the middle, so whatever we do, it's going to have that same kind of channel there. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, we could, like, go all the way back and literally connect into this ship back here, instead of just the one merge block up there. Yeah, it's a possibility. Well, luckily for us, we have several days to think about it now, because the next Space Engineer stream is not until Thursday. So, I would just like to say... Oh no. Thank you for... Let me fix that now, because otherwise I will definitely forget about that, and we will have no idea what's going on later. Thank you for saying something. Thank you for saying something. Okay. So we just completed a rather long week of Space Engineers, longer than I was anticipating. What did we do? We cranked out like 4 or 5 episodes in a very short amount of time here. And I'm going to be returning to the regular schedule now, which is Space Engineers on Thursdays. I think we have one Halo stream left to go, and that'll be next Sunday. So, Space Engineers Thursday. I think our last Earth Defense Force stream will be Friday. And I say I think last because oh, hey Marcus. Yeah, you're getting here just as I'm doing the outro. But yeah, we think we're on the last mission of Earth Defense Force, but we could be wrong about that. All I know is how many numbered missions there are, and as we've discovered, there are some unnumbered missions. So it may be the last Earth Defense Force stream, it may not be, but we'll see. So that'll be Friday. Then Halo should be done on Sunday, and then Space Engineers again on Thursday, and then after that I have to reevaluate what we're doing on Sundays and potentially on Fridays. And I don't have a good plan for it yet, but there's always more Space Engineers that we can throw into the mix. So I think at the very least we might end up with another Space Engineers Sunday coming up until I figure out what the plan going forward is. I have a lot of options. I am paralyzed by options. That's the thing. It's not that I don't know what I can do. It's that of all the things available to me, I'm not quite sure what to do yet. So what's the thing that I could that I feel like I could commit a bunch of time to and not end up like City Skylines where, you know, I start a brand new thing, do a bunch of planning, and then, you know, you start to get into it, and then the game is just like updates are coming out and it's getting worse, you know. Although it might have gotten better now, I have no idea. But maybe we'll revisit City Skylines for a little bit and see how that's going. City Skylines 2. See if they've actually managed to improve it. Probably won't revisit it for very long, maybe just like one episode, but we'll see. Either way, in the immediate future, we've got Space Engineers coming up on Thursday, EDF on Friday, and then Halo 4 on Sunday to finish that up. And that's it. So hope everybody has a great week. Don't forget to like the video if you have enjoyed this in real life. I would appreciate it. If you'd like to get notified when I go live, I do plan things, as you could tell, at least a week in advance. So you will get a notification when I go live if you smash that like button and hit the bell or whatever the kids say. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Sorry you got here at the very end, Marcus, but basically all we did was make this monstrosity of a miner. I'm not going to say it's a monstrosity of a ship, because I think it's going to turn out to look really good, at least by my standards. I think it's a monstrosity of a miner. We're going to have to greeble it up a little bit more, because right now everything is very flat panel, and it'll look better when it's painted and stuff. And I think there's some more greeble we could throw in there, replace some panels with some beams or some scaffold blocks or something. We'll figure something out, but we'll make it look a little bit less like a plastic box. But anyway, I do like to completely cover my ships with plastic sometimes. All right, that's enough rambling. Everybody have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you on Thursday. Take care.